Man, I hate this game. I do have to add a dislike. I must visit the experience before you. Wait a minute. I think I forgot to do something. I forgot to add custom walk sounds to my video. All right, let's get on my PC. Let's go. We got to make this Hold up. This ain't my computer. There we go. That seems more like it. Let's make this video. A quick shout out to HappyBoy2438 for keeping our server positive. Remember, guys, to stay smiling. Remember, guys, to stay happy. Let's get right into the video. So today, guys, as you saw by the title, we're going to be making the footstep system in Roblox Studio. Who likes the disgusting Roblox walking sounds? You know what? We need something new. But without further ado, less talking, let's get scripted. So what the system will have is it's going to work for different materials. So any material that you want, you can add it to the game as long as you have a sound effect for it. All right, so for this tutorial, I actually found 3 sound effects that are going to fit this. So we have the normal footstep, and we have the wood, and also the grass. But you guys can add as many as you want. You can literally have any material. But what I used to actually find these sound effects is over here. We just search up footstep, and then we just put in our material, and we got any material that we want. We got any footstep that we want. What we have to do is create a local script. I'm going to call this footstep script, which we want to keep our stuff organized, you know? But yeah, we're going to put these 3 sound effects into our script. So first thing that we need to do is we need to get our player. So local player is equal to game.players.local player. Because it's a local script, we can get our local player. Now we need to get our character, so local character is equal to player.character. So we have our character. Now we need our humanoid, because that's going to be determining whether we're walking or not. So local humanoid is equal to character, wait for child, humanoid. And basically what wait for child does is it waits for our humanoid to load, and then it finds it. Because sometimes maybe the humanoid doesn't load and we can't find it. Alright, so after we got these values, we have to do a loop that checks through our sound effects. So what we're going to do is we're going to do local run service is equal to game get service run service. Now we're going to do run service.render steps connect function. And every frame of our computer, we're going to run this function so that every frame we could check for this value that we're going to check now. What we have to do is we're going to be affecting our sound effect that is currently playing when we walk, which is this one. And what we're going to do is, depending on the material, we're going to be changing this sound effect. So for example, let me put down this here and let's make it wood. And then I'm going to put another one here and let's make it grass, because we only have these 3 grass. And then for the other materials, we're just going to have it as normal. And you guys can change that later. So what we're going to do is local sound. Let's actually make that above here. So local sound is equal to character.humanoid root part dot running. And what this is over here in our character, actually, is over here. We have this thing in our humanoid root part called a running. And what this is, as you guys can see, it's the running sound effect that plays when we walk. And whenever we walk, it starts playing this sound effect. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing this ID, this sound ID, depending on what material we're on. So how do we check this material? Well, it's actually pretty simple. What we have to do is if humanoid.floor material is equal to enum.material.wood, then sound.sound ID, which is the value that we just looked at, is equal to script.wood.sound ID. And this is just going to reference the sound ID of our sound that we have here without needing to copy paste all of this extra script. I accidentally put 2 equal signs. Make sure to only put 1. And now let's do the same for else if humanoid.floor material is equal to enum.material.grass, then sound.sound ID is equal to script.grass.sound ID. And now this is going to work, but it might break, because what if we're not touching but any of them? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to do else sound.sound ID is equal to script.normal.sound ID. So now, guys, if we try and play this, we can see that we have an error. And let's see what the error actually is here. Well, I actually accidentally put a full stop when doing wait for child. So guys, make sure to check your script. Make sure to use the output, because here it explains exactly what the error is. So guys, some key advice: make sure to learn your output. Make sure to understand what it tells you so that you can fix any bug. But yeah, let's try this again. Whoa. What? Alright, that's a bit too loud for my liking. But as we can see here, guys, the sound effects do work. It's just that this one is way too fast. Now, how do we change that? Because we don't want that. What we're going to do is over here in the normal sound ID, we're just going to get this. And we're going to do sound.playback speed is equal to, let's set it to like 0.6. And over here, we're just going to keep it at 1 because it was at a good speed. And the issue is I accidentally misspelt this. Make sure to make the B a small b and not a capital B. And once we fix these values, let's test this again. We can see that that's way too slow. And now that sounds a lot better. So we have the wood. Let's do something like 2.5 maybe. Guys, make sure to play around with your values with whatever sounds good to you. Now, I think this sounds a lot better, but we can change a lot of things, make it sound a lot better, make it fit the speed of our running, and maybe change up the volumes a bit. But what we can do is, if we maybe want to change the volume, we can do sound.volume is equal to 1. Let's set sound.volume is equal to 1. And over here in our normal one, we can set sound.volume to 0.8 because it might be maybe a bit too loud. Now that we have that, we can hear that this is a bit quieter than the other ones. And we have some nice sound effects that fit any material. And this works with any material. But guys, if you really want to have some good sound effects, I recommend taking your time to search for some good sounds that will truly fit your game. But that's pretty much how it works. That's pretty much it. It's super simple and it's really immersive if you use it well. And there's so much customability. I don't know how to say that word, guys. I'm sorry. Basically, you guys can customize this as much as you want. But if you guys did enjoy this video, if this was helpful, make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe because it does help out the channel. But if you guys have any issues, make sure to comment down below, join my Discord server. We could help you out. But yeah, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one.